I want to introduce to you the person who is largely responsible for making this happen. Now, everybody in the room is responsible for making it happen because you're the sponsors of the show. And you take my phone calls and the phone calls of our incredible team at the Bay Area Council, and you contribute funds that make our organization possible. And David referred to the regionalism that's taking place in the area in ways I never would have suspected could have happened, and punctuated by this regional Super Bowl, probably the first of its kind. It's because we have an organization like the Bay Area Council that can drive it, and we can't have this organization without your support. I ask our leading members at times to step up, and there's one member I ask over and over again, and he says, Wonderman, of course, when I call him, because he's a person in the Bay Area who is just amazing when it comes to his philanthropy, his sense of community, and his dignity. His name is Lloyd Dean. He's the president and CEO of Dignity Health. He is a leader in this community in many, many ways. He serves, I mentioned the Super Bowl, he serves on that committee, on the America's Cup Committee. A few years ago, then Mayor Newsom tried a thing called health access to make San Francisco the first city in the country to make a health plan. Who co-chaired the committee? Lloyd Dean. And like those things shown on the film, it happened. Lloyd steps up, and I just wish we had a few more like him, because he's an extra special human being. Just a few years ago, he served as the chair for 2 years of the Bay Area Council. He did a tremendous job. He was always there. Every time we went to him, he was there. And then since he's been chair, I still go because he's just one of those people. He's just amazing. He's also got a great sense of humor, and he's just a wonderful person. And we're very, very fortunate to have a business leader like Lloyd Dean. So they are Lloyd and Dignity are the presenting sponsor of this year's Outlook Conference, and it gives me a great pleasure to thank Lloyd and introduce him today. Lloyd Dean.
Good afternoon. First of all, I want to thank Jim for that very kind introduction. The theme of the conference today is Thinking Big. And so far, you've heard at least two people mention the Super Bowl. I'm obviously very, very excited about that. It is great for the West Coast. It's certainly great for California, but most importantly, it's great for the Bay Area. And for those of you that like trivia, and want to think big, which is our theme, it's been almost 50 years since the host city team also won the Super Bowl. So I am definitely thinking big. So Jed and folks, get ready. But I think it's going to be wonderful. But again, the theme of today's conference is thinking big. And when I think about the Bay Area, when I think about what all of you do and all of the great things that go on here, one of the things that we at the Bay Area Council focus on, and that's obviously the economic recovery. So I also want us today, and in a moment you're going to hear from some experts, to think about connection. And I don't mean the kind of connection that some of you are doing now. I see some of you have your iPhones on and talking to your wife, you know, bring milk or whatever. When I'm talking about connection, I'm talking about real connection, and that's connection with people. That's connecting with the person that's sitting next to you, with your colleagues, with your friends, and with your family. And while we have unbelievable technology, and again, you're going to hear from some of the people that were instrumental in development of that technology around the globe that keeps us connected, one of the things that I'm concerned about is that as you look at this country and as you look around the globe, it feels like, in many ways, we are disconnected. And I propose to you, and I set forth the hypothesis that the power of any big idea, whether it's relative to economics or whatever, is the power that rests with the people. Because when you boil it down, the reasons for any economic activity that all of us would engage in is a simple proposition, and that is making sure that we've got a good or a service and that it's beneficial to a potential customer or a potential buyer. Excuse me. And certainly we know that that is the case in this geography that we are a part of. So I just ask you to, as you go through the presentations today and the interactions, to never lose sight that at the core of all of this is people. And we want to keep that as a priority as we have our discussions. So finally, on behalf of Dignity Health, I want to thank all of you for being here today. I want to thank the Bay Area Council, an organization that I'm just so proud to be associated with, and that truly does great things and good things for many, many people around the state and around this country. For us at Dignity Health, it's a pleasure to be a sponsor. You're going to hear from some phenomenal folks. So please enjoy the day. Thank you again for being here. Go Giants, go 49ers, and we'll see you all at the Super Bowl. Thank you very much.